Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today I am joined by my girlfriend Emily again, and we're going to be reviewing Ballast Point Victory at Sea. Ballast Point is based out of California and Victory at Sea is their Imperial Porter. We tried this a few weeks ago on tap and really enjoyed it, so we're excited to try a bottle of this. Let's go ahead and crack into it. I think the artwork for this is pretty cool looking too. And you want to serve this at about 50 degrees, and this is 10% ABV. So it's a pretty big beer.
Thank you.
But, yeah, I've only had one other Ballast Point beer. I think you tried it too. The Sculpin.
Did you have it on tap?
Yeah. Because I think you tried it too. And that was okay. Definitely wasn't my favorite offering from them, but not a bad beer. Yeah. Okay, so that pours out pitch black. Cannot see anything through it. I got about 2 fingers of a really dark, roasted, tan-looking head. Looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and take our first sniff. Wow. Right off the bat, I get a ton of chocolate, coffee, a good amount of vanilla, actually. Usually when they add vanilla in beer, I think it's a little bit more subtle, usually.
Yeah, it's not very subdued in this beer. It's real up front.
Yeah, a lot of dark roasted malt, too. Yeah, a lot of chocolate and coffee. Oh, this smells really good, though. Almost has like a slight hint of like a woody characteristic to me. Smells pretty good. Let's go ahead and take our first sip. Cheers. Wow. Damn. Right off the bat, you get hit with a ton of coffee. And then right after that, there's a ton of like a dark roasted, almost slightly burnt note.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like a bittersweet dark chocolate to me.
There is, and I get a little bit of caramel.
Yeah, a little bit of like a darker
light
caramel.
Yeah.
Almost.
It almost reminds me of like the Werther's chocolate caramel and vanilla candy.
Oh yeah, because there's almost like almost to the point of like a butterscotch type of caramel.
Yeah, because it's real chocolate, coffee, vanilla, and then just that like hint of caramel on the back.
Yeah, definitely. And even in the taste, there is a ton of vanilla. Yeah. I mean, it's really prominent, which I really like because it kind of offsets the bitterness.
Yeah.
It's a decently bitter beer from the really dark roasted malt, and then you have like that bittersweet dark chocolate and the bitter kind of coffee taste in there as well. But the little bit of caramel and the vanilla kind of help play off of that.
Yeah,
definitely. Really tends to balance this out nicely. This is actually a pretty full body for a porter. I mean, this is pretty impressive, and it has a really rich, kind of creamy, smooth mouthfeel to me. Like it almost like feels velvety on the tongue, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's almost like a coffee with cream, you know. It gives that like cafe latte like smoothness to it.
Yeah,
it'd definitely be it's a good dessert beer.
Oh yeah,
because it's so like coffee and chocolate and vanilla that you could have it by itself as dessert, or you could complement it with something like maybe like a gluten-free chocolate cake because it's a little bit heavier and not as sweet.
Yeah, that's true. But oh yeah, but yeah, the alcohol is also really well masked. I mean, you can't taste or smell it. There's a very, very slight warming effect as it goes down, but overall, for 10%, just masked perfectly. It almost drinks more along the lines of like a 5 to 6% Imperial Porter, or not an Imperial Porter, but a regular porter.
It's a dangerous beer.
Yeah, dangerously drinkable. Yeah, this is good stuff.
Definitely one of my favorites, and I'm not a huge porter fan.
No, you're not.
But it reminds me a lot of a stout.
Yeah, it has a lot of stout characteristics. Yeah. For a rating, I am going to go with a 4.7 for this one. I think it is a really awesome beer, and it's just so drinkable. Has the chocolate, the coffee, the vanilla, a little bit of caramel kind of balance it out. But it's a decently bitter beer all at the same time.
I'm with you on that 4.7.
You think so?
Yeah, it is definitely one of my favorites because, again, I'm not a porter fan.
Yeah.
And it's definitely something different.
Yeah, and it's pretty good for the price. It's only about $9 for the bomber, which isn't too expensive. No. But, yeah, that does it for this beer review, guys. And remember, if you want to see any particular beer reviewed, just leave me a comment, and I will try and get to that. All right, we're going to get back to enjoying this beer, and I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. See ya.